Okay, today I'm going to be doing my midline catheter skills for the second time. I would start by verifying my doctor's orders, perform hand hygiene, shut the patient's door to ensure privacy. When I walk in, I would introduce myself. Hi, my name is Sierra. I am going to be your nurse today. Can I get your first and last name, and your date of birth?
Haley Hernandez, 6195.
Okay, Ms. Hernandez, do you have any known allergies that you're aware of?
No.
Okay, Ms. Hernandez, today we're going to be changing your catheter dressing. Is there any questions that you have before we get started?
No.
Okay, I would then put gloves on. I'm going to offer me a mask and my patient one. Here you go, Miss Hernandez. Will you put that one on? Before I take off the bandaging, I'm going to check the insertion site for any infiltration, redness, tenderness, swelling, heat, discharge, any of that, and everything looks good. So I'm going to start by taking off the ends of the transparent dressing. And I had to improvise since I already threw my kit away. Once I take off the ends, I will pull up and hold the insertion site and pull up. I will properly dispose of that in my gloves. Once I'm done with that, I will perform hand hygiene again. Okay, I'm looking at it, everything looks good. What we're gonna do next, I would inspect my kit. I did have to borrow somebody else's, so it is open, but I would pretend that it's not. Check it, make sure for no damage is done, make sure it's not expired. Okay, so I'm going to do that and open it. Let me get the sterile gloves out.
Can you move my arm? Can you move my arm?
No, it's fine. Or first I'm gonna move the computer back a little bit so we can see.
Okay.
And when I get the kit out, I just want to make sure to pull away from me. And it's kind of a mess because it's stuffed in there. So, and I want to only be sure to touch the edges 1 centimeter into the kit. And if you can see it there. Okay. And then I'm going to put on my sterile gloves. I'm going to move the kit out of the way for a second just so you can see me put my sterile gloves on. And I'm going to move her arm out of the way.
Sorry.
You're fine. Being sure to only touch the parameter of this finger. Okay, so to keep sterile filled, I'm just going to throw this on the floor. Once I do that, I'm going to, my patient's going to put her arm back up here. I'm then going to get my core prep, and this one's already broken, so I would break it, drizzle a little bit onto the insertion site, move in a scrubbing motion, and then I would make sure to get any and everything that was under the transparent dressing, never going over the same side twice, and working my way out. I would then put that back on the kit. Sorry, excuse me. I would again Then get the dressing, only touching the top of it, so nothing else, so I don't touch the bottom of it. Place it onto the patient's incision, and I don't have the one with the little slit in it, but we're gonna pretend that is. So once I do that, I'm going to get the transparent dressing. Was able to get a different one, but if it was the one that was provided in our kit, I would pull it halfway down and place it there. And as I'm placing it, I would push it and pull away. And I am then going to remove the edges. And when I am removing the edges, I am making sure that I am pushing the ends down so it seals it. Okay. Oh. I would then place a label on the transparent dressing with the time, date, my name, but not over the insertion site, but somewhere still on the dressing. So I'm going to put it at the top right hand corner. Once that is done, I can then remove my sterile gloves, discard of the kit. I would perform hand hygiene. I would also make sure my patient is comfortable. Bed is low, locked, call light is near. Do you have any questions, Ms. Hernandez?
No.
Okay. And once I ensure that she's comfortable, I am done.